That's James's mushroom melt, my salad, but this is the fancy stuff today. James had the exact same thing. It's chocolate mint smoothie with hemp. So this is where my protein is. James has an extra lot of protein because he has the bone broth cooked with the mushrooms and the same smoothie. This does not look good. It's made good organic baked dough cup. And
what surrounds it?
Huh?
What surrounds it?
What surrounds it looks good. Yeah.
Well, the blackberry. Yeah.
So there's the nutritional information on there. So quite a few carbs, but less than one would guess. I suppose but it's very small. Anyway, I made this because this is with stevia, so it's very low carb, very, very low carb beverage, and hemp protein powder. I'm trying to escape eating these because I love eating them, but look at that. So every time I eat one of these, it costs me 9 grams net carbs. So I put the Bride Wore Black on top, Watch the Skies, and then Reminders of Him got the bottom. That was dreadful. So I don't know how to show you my outfit. It's I guess I'll try this. So if you look over yonder, you'll notice that I have some seedlings here to plant. Well, this is where I have I don't know if you can see my dress at all this way. Whatever, but it kind of hides the no bump, right?
The whole outfit looks good.
Yeah. So that's the thing about the long skirts, is they're very forgiving when it comes to weight in one direction or in the other, and I think women should wear them. It's it really helps, because honestly, I'll show you, and I'm not going to hide anything from you. Well, I have to hide some things because YouTube would not let me show my videos. But you know, some of the YouTube videos I've seen, it's like, wow, how did they manage to get this?
Is that true?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, my bum is not only no bum, but it's like saggy bum, whereas like the boobs, they actually, I think maybe you'll even look a little better smaller. Not having a problem with the sagginess. But the bum, I guess there was just more material there to sag. So, honestly, my body is not as I expected it would be. My teenage body, my 20s body, James can even attest to the late 20s body. I had a great bum. I still have great legs because I'm walking a lot and whatever, but yeah, the bum now, not good. I don't know if that's the keto bum or what, but anyway, it's not good. It's really bad. So this is absolutely delicious. It's very good, and does have some
cocoa powder?
Yeah, it has the cacao in it, so it has some fat, but honestly, it doesn't take a lot of cacao to give it a really rich chocolate flavor, and
Pretty good.
I know. So all I did is I filled it up almost like about this full and pressing down with spinach. There's a lot of spinach in this. And then, so that's what's making it thick, like a milkshake, like a chocolate milkshake. It tastes like a chocolate mint milkshake. It's delicious. So, a lot of spinach, and then I put a serving of the hemp protein powder in here. I didn't measure, I just went, that smells about right. That's how I did it, with the peppermint oil. And because I looked at the mint in my garden, and I was like, oh, I don't really want to harvest. I don't have a whole lot right now. And I looked at it in James, and I'm like, oh, it'd be better at the end of the summer, or maybe, you know, a little bit later, because it's still pretty little. Because we've had a really weird season. Anyway, so I didn't harvest. I just used the oil, the mint extract or whatever. It's real mint. So anyway, I poured some of that in. And what else did I put in here? Stevia. And then water. That's it. Blend and perfect. It's amazing. So good. So good. So honestly, I don't think I need that anymore, because this is just as good as that. Love good fats, and I don't have to worry about the carbs this way. It's so much fun. So I think I will get over, I'll talk about the reminders of him, and then James will probably talk about those for the remainder of the thing. But he brought some books just in case. So reminders of him, somebody has this on hold at the library. Oh. Honestly, I don't know why. It's a romantic drama, sort of made for TV quality acting, and it's way too long. It's 1 hour, 55 minutes.
Oh.
And it's funny because I got into the car this morning with James, van, and somebody on the radio was talking about movies, how they should be an hour and a half.
Yep.
Don't make them too long, you know, just an hour and a half.
And don't cheap out.
Yeah, you don't want to cheap out either, but an hour and a half, that's what people expect. That's what they want. If you're giving an hour and 55 minutes for a romantic drama, cheesy, stupid movie, that just shows that you are really bad at editing, because this doesn't need to be this long.
Yeah.
Tell the story faster. Man, it's crap. I watched this while I was working out on that machine this morning. I had the TV where the flowers are, so the TV was up where the marigolds were, and the DVD player was down where the portulaca was sitting, and I was just doing the step thing here, trying to give myself some more butt muscles or something to try to help pick up my saggy butt. I don't know if it'll work, but it hides well in a skirt. So, no problem. And honestly, the way I am now that I'm older, like if I was a teenager and I had this butt, I would have been horrified. I wouldn't have shown it to anybody. And I wouldn't have wanted to live with such a butt. But honestly, how often do you see your butt? It's behind you. Who cares? And so that's how I feel about it now. And honestly, I don't think other people would be looking at my butt, because I'm postmenopausal and I'm basically invisible, I think, to people. So, big deal. And what do I care what they think anyway? So really, for me, I think is like, I don't know if the keto thing's healthy. I don't know if it's good. But maybe this is keto butt. I'm not sure. But anyway, if I get my test results back and it looks like this is really healthy for me, okay, I guess I'll stick with it. Because honestly, I don't care about what I look like. I care about how healthy I am at this point in my life. So, but honestly, I don't like the way I look on this side. Anyway, but having said that, don't care that much. So, James is going to talk about the Brideware Black, because I basically slept through it. I saw a little bit of it. It's in French with English subtitles, so. I didn't think the actress was very good, but maybe James did. I don't know. So, James, you go ahead and talk about it.
It was kind of her role. She was supposed to be kind of
cold? Yeah, I guess so.
So, I kind of warmed to the cold.
Oh, okay. So it's just that I didn't watch
a little
it enough,
bit. Maybe. I don't think she's the greatest actor. I
Mm-hmm.
think she made it more on her looks.
Mm-hmm.
And At this stage in her career, I think she'd smoked a little bit too much. Her face was looking a bit saggy. But Francois Toifot, I thought, did a pretty good job. I think he's supposed to be part of the French New Wave. Of those folks, he's about the only guy who can stand, I think. Generally gets a lot of color. I don't know if I've seen it. I don't think I've seen any of Truffaut's books. We saw one recently. Forgotten the title. Well, I think there were 3 of them. And he was in 1 or 2 of them. Maybe one of them was black and white. Can't remember
Honestly,
the title.
I don't remember.
You know, it can't have been that good.
Yeah.
Can't have been that bad. Okay. Anyway, doesn't come recommended. But if you want to watch it, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
I don't feel
good recipe today. Not good movies.
I don't feel embarrassed about saying I watched it.
No.
This one, however, no, it's not that bad. It takes a lot to embarrass me. I'm going to see what date this is.
Did you remember all the things you wanted to talk about with
Nope.
that? I should get him to take notes.
It's put out in the United States.
While he was watching it, he kept saying,
this is
nope.
wrong, that's wrong. Does that say 2025?
Oh yeah, it's new. Who knew?
Well, it was
You would
retro
think
or
it was
something
old.
like the name kind of retro.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I guess it was set in Sweden or something, maybe?
Yeah, it says put out in the United States.
The acting wasn't great, but
No.
that really wasn't the problem.
No. The real problem is, wait for it, folks. Well, the writing.
Wait for it. What? You want me to say the real problem?
I thought you were going to say it.
No.
And really keeping people in suspense. No. I thought you were going to eat a lot and keep people in.
No. You're supposed to be hosting this one. I'm not too tired.
That too? Well, I'm tired too. I got the COVID vaccine yesterday. I slept a fair amount, but not soundly. You know, every time I rolled over my left side, I kept on getting reminded of.
I was gardening at James's house. Clearance seedlings at Superstore.
I think they're going to work out. I don't care if they're.
Yeah.
I do care in the sense that some of them are pretty cheap. I think some of the flowers were going for less than 7.5 cents per plant.
Well, 44 cents for a 6-pack. Portulaca is pretty awesome.
So, figuring that's something like that.
There was one thing I remember you saying with Watch the Skies.
Yeah.
You were talking about, they were talking about the gravitational change in the Earth, and James was like, if that happened, people would be popping off the Earth.
You figure, unless it was like microscopic kind of changes. You know, it had her walking through a landscape that was like at a 45-degree angle, and it was supposed to be snow and or ice. And folks, Swedish people should understand ice better than that. They don't have quite the climate we've got here, but up in the north, it gets exciting around Kiruna. And 45-degree angle, even snow, you just slip. You might as well be in free fall. Even if you had crampons on, perhaps. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not with crampons, but she didn't, from what I could see. And There was one scene where all the trees were bent to go with a weird gravitational field. She's walking through it. She's upright. She's forgotten that. Sometimes Pauline's might be a bit more charitable with her memory than I am. And maybe vice versa, you know. It's just something straight. So they're getting fed up there. I wonder how many little babies there are.
I don't know.
Because it sounds like one is leading the course. It might just be one baby.
It might be one baby, but wow, that baby eats a lot if it's just one.
It's true.
Yeah, it's funny. James was saying that would be why they store so much food everywhere. Why they hide food.
Yeah.
Like they do it year round, just so that to prepare for having
a baby
to feed.
Or babies.
Yeah, because
they
eat constantly.
We've been watching birds and breeding them. Not in nature areas, preserves, or anything like that, or national parks. But we will feed them. The first ones we fed, they came to us. Kind of asking for a handout. And little chickadees. And I used to wonder, because they'd hold up. Look, a wee little chickadee comes along. Takes a peanut. Not just a half a peanut, like 2 halves. Stuffs it out, goes off. 5 minutes later, back for some more. I'm going, they're not eating. Sometimes they'll start off eating. They're hiding. But I couldn't understand why they're hiding. But it's funny how you forget what their whole life cycle is about. They got to raise those kids.
So, I don't know.
And they can't, like, you notice these guys, they'll go out hunting. They're not hunting. They've memorized the places where they've stored the seeds. That's how they can be bad. If they had to hunt for food, they'd be gone for maybe hours. I don't know. Sorry, you were going to say something about watching stuff.
Maybe. I don't know. I think I see them come back with caterpillars, so...
Well, they'd have to hunt for those. Who knows? Maybe they're still with them. Maybe they're still... I don't know. I think they'd be better fresh. They'd need protein. Are you going to say something about watch the sky? Oh.
No.
I was wondering why. It seems so politically correct. I mean, this guy's a good guy, but he's so ineffectual. This, can I say young woman or baby girl? She's way more competent than he is. Well, he's a guy, older.
And she takes charge.
Yeah.
She's the leader.
Yeah. The Greta Thunberg of the sci-fi community. And that's not the only time where it shows up, like with the sci-fi organization, as a handicapped or whatever the buzzword is nowadays, a person, I feel a little bit insulted because it was a handicapped old man who turned them into the police. Spoiler alert.
So now not only old white men are bad, but old crippled white men.
Well, that's kind of unusual. They'll probably never make that mistake again. There'll be all sorts of left-wingers wanting to boycott this movement as well. Well, left-wingers? I don't know. Idiots. But they had one very, obese, very obese woman. Was relatively confident. And then they kind of had a weak-kneed, tall young man, but follicle challenged, so big beard. There's no out on the top of his head, but maybe that makes him. But he was very weak-kneed. And then there was an overweight guy, and he was almost invisible. Talk about erasure. And the one cop that kind of turned out to be okay in the end, but she was a person of color, looked to be Middle Eastern or stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So stop telling lies. I don't care how virtuous you think the lies are.
Yeah, there was the last sci-fi-ish sort of thing that I reviewed. What was it called? Something in the Dirt.
Oh, yeah.
That was low budget, whatever. It's better than this. It was, I mean, maybe I'm warm to math more than the physics sort of stuff.
Well, this was so awful, the way they were messing around with physics. Wormholes, were they talking about Yeah. A wormhole figures prominently in this. And stuff like that, so. I just wish physicists had never concocted that stupid idea, but theoretical physicists have been getting increasingly nutty, and it's been over 100 years now, going back to even before Einstein. Max Planck started the lunacy around
hundreds
1900.
of years from now, people will laugh at it.
I hope it's sooner than that, but it should be right now. Nope. These guys have got, those generally guys,
I'll just say, wow,
they got
people were so
stranglehold
stupid
on
back then.
academic positions.
They believed in that.
Yep.
Not everyone
amazing.
does.
It's like,
mosquito. And I'm as dopey as I am, I had time to swat it.
well,
See, that's the thing, is I could make this go down to the ground, but then I'd have to keep the umbrella up all the time, because otherwise it would slip off the... Or I could somehow safety pin it up.
I think that would rip things out.
I think that would be a good idea. I think it's just fine the way it is. It's pretty mosquito proof.
7 minutes?
Wow, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, when it's really crunch time with time, I'm usually, but no pressure.
It's amazing I can wear the skirt, because it's like, it's made for fall or winter. It's nice.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But
anyway.
I just decided to put it on. It's shady under here, and somehow there's a nice breeze. Like, it was supposed to be really hot today, but it doesn't feel too bad to me.
I think they had to change the prediction. I see some prediction calendar. 24, 25. We're on average maybe 2 degrees higher. Doesn't seem like much, but it is. You actually feel the difference. So I've been threatening to review these things. So we're going to call this thing the Assassins of the Trail. The more I read this, the more I'm getting exercised about how he was hiding mafia involvement in his own city. He's district attorney of New Orleans.
I'm eating some of your blackberries.
Okay. And in the United States, to him, it's the intelligence agency. So this is Jim Garrison, the former district attorney of New Orleans. With this folk, this stuff.
And there's spinach on it. I'm sorry.
It's basically CIA and intelligence. I'll be reviewing for the umpteenth time. I'm going through the 5th time, and I'm about 25 pages left to go. Maybe 500 pages. David Shime's book on Contract on America. And I swear if Newt Gingrich had been honest, he would have called his little program that, Contract on America, and not Contract with America. But with David Shime, it's amazing. And he talks this, really, it's slander, the way he talks about Jim Garrison. I think Jim Garrison had to save his life, really, he had to misdirect off the mafia, because the mafia lord in New Orleans was one of the worst stone cold killers the mafia's ever had, Carlos Marcello, and he would have died. The bottom line is, who is most responsible for carrying out the assassination? It's Jack Ruby would have known pretty darn well who was responsible. He worked with the CIA, sending arms to Cuba in the 50s. You know that? Jack Ruby, this mafia guy from Dallas. He worked sending arms.
I didn't hear any of it.
Never mind. Anyway, yeah.
I'm very tired.
It's tough. I can barely hear what I'm saying. And it's well understood. He's talking to the Earl Warren, head of the Warren Commission. And he's saying to Earl Warren, basically, take me to Washington. Get me out of this hellhole. He was in the county jail where Sheriff Bill Decker had a long history of mafia collusion and stuff like that. Yeah. It's key. He wants to go to Washington. Well, where's CIA headquarters? Where's FBI headquarters? Where's Lyndon B. Johnson got his headquarters? White House. He knew. He wanted to know. In here. Is it in here? It's in Scheim. Scheim says, like, one of the things that Ruby says to Warren, he said, my life is in danger here. I'm a dead man if I stay here. You know, there are people here, and he mentions General Edwin Walker. Now, he's a right-winger. The danger in Dallas was not Army intelligence, as far as I can tell. It was right-wingers, the John Birch's societies, along with the mafia. And he's wanting to get away from Edwin Walker. And Scheim just dismisses that. Oh, like that, he's just making things up, or he's not. That's not who he's really worried about. He was worried about Walker and the mafia. I think the reason why he mentioned Walker is so he could mention the people were trying to kill him without mentioning the mafia. But just to wave that away is ridiculous. There's too much hand-waving by the people who think, or say it's the CIA and related agencies. Or the people that say, like Scheim and, is it Waldron? Oh, it was just the mafia with some help. Waldron's better because he talks about the involvement of the Cuban exile community. There's hardly any mention of that in here. It's amazing how you look at the indexes and there's not enough overlap between the people with all these weird theories and stuff like that. No, the CIA, probably Army Intelligence, Office of Naval Intelligence, elements in those places. The John Birch Society, rich oil magnates in Dallas, the city fathers of Dallas, some of them, and definitely the mafia were all involved to varying degrees. Cuban exiles, including left-wing Cuban exiles, from what I could tell, were involved in whacking John F. Kennedy. One of the keys is Scheim follows up and looks at Robert Kennedy. I think it would be a real stretch to say, like the CIA was involved in that assassination. It's no stretch at all to say the mafia was involved in that. Was it conducted in a mafia hotel? It was carried out by two fellas, who had extensive ties with, like in terms of employment with mafia members.